What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more live Duran Duran. We're gonna go back to the '87 concert in San Diego. I mentioned I'm gonna try to jump around and find songs that aren't included on some of their official live albums. I mentioned I have Arena and A Diamond in the Mind, obviously very far apart chronologically. But yeah, as I said, I was just keen to find some songs on these sort of, recorded concert, like bootleg recordings, I guess, that are not included on some of the official live releases. So one of the tunes they played in San Diego in '87 is the Power Station tune Some Like It Hot, which I believe is the first track on the Power Station album, which again, I did sort of reconnect with that recently, but there's still some bonus tunes to go through, so believe me, that's still in my head and we will do that. But yeah, it's interesting. Good friend of the channel, Izzy, mentioned that a fair label for the Power Station album could be something like mullet rock. I certainly embrace that, but I do think there's a couple on the album that have a bit more of like a funk jazz kind of flavor. It's still booming percussion, still, driving guitars, but they're a bit less mullet rock than a couple of the other tracks. And the opening tune, Some Like It Hot, I think falls into that, at least for me. Let me know if you disagree. But yeah, it's got the elements that you hear on their other tracks. It just has a bit more like a funk flavor. Hello, Luca is coming to visit us. So yeah, let's find out how Duran Duran sounds playing it. And again, this is 1987, so a couple years after the Power Station album came out. And yeah, this is Duran Duran, Some Like It Hot, live in San Diego, 1987. Better with Simon's vocals. John's bass is just like such a kinetic, powerful tune. It's just smashing from every direction. distortion of a guitar. Now I can't hear anything but the guitar. Is there more than one trumpet? I think it's a trumpet, or is it just one? Crowd indicate a mild enthusiasm. Surely. That was really cool. Again, I like hearing that song with Simon's vocals, perhaps better than the Power Station original. No offense to Robert Palmer, but yeah, bottom line, that was super cool. And it just, like I said, whether it's the original or this one, it just has this like crazy kinetic thumping sort of experience. Like it just feels like you're in this sort of, sonic like washing machine getting knocked around in a good way. I assure you. I realize as I explain that metaphor, it sounds very negative, but no, it ultimately is a very like booming tune, is what I mean to say, and it just has power. Now again, I think it has more funk than a couple of the other tunes, which are a bit more kind of raw and rugged. Although I have to say, Warren shredding that solo, that it's like my brain just was overtaken by that. It was just some of the most wicked guitar I've heard him play. And again, I've heard enough of him playing now to say, like, that's not an insignificant statement. So, yeah, just a really cool performance of a tune. It is interesting. I was thinking while listening, it's so far away from what Arcadia was doing while they were doing the Power Station thing on the other side of the fence. So it's just crazy to me that, like a couple years after Simon and Nick go and do Arcadia, they come back and they're playing this tune, which again is, it came from a very different sort of musical direction. So yeah, it's a cool thing though that it's ultimately there are tunes from the like Duran like extended universe that they've played like as Duran. I really do enjoy that. So anyway, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.